Mr. President, distinguished chairperson of MHP, Nationalist Movement Party, Mr. Devlet Bahçeli, estimable veterans, the great people of both of our countries, distinguished citizens, my brothers and sisters, I would like to wholeheartedly greet you all with love and respect. We are marking the 37th year anniversary of the foundation of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and I'm very pleased to be here with you on this special occasion. Süleyman Uluçamgil, a martyr from Cyprus, said beautifully in his poem, "My lover will send me a letter, maybe from Bursa, maybe from Izmir, maybe from somewhere, from Meriç or Ağrı, from the heartland of our country. And now we have brought the greetings of Turkey to you, a country that you hold dear in your hearts. On this day of pride, you have your 83 million brothers and sisters standing with you, and we have brought their joy, their enthusiasm, their excitement and greetings to you. Turkish Cypriot brothers and sisters and their excitement, we wholeheartedly share the same with them. We feel them. Turkish people now, of course, have the second independent state, which is Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and it is a source of pride for us to take from Anatolia to the Mediterranean, and from here into Anatolia, we see our flags with a crescent and a star on them flying high, and they represent our independence and sovereignty. Despite numerous attacks against their independence, the Turkish Cypriots on their own territories live in dignity, their heads high and shoulders back. Our Turkish Cypriot brothers and sisters look into their future with more confidence and with more hope. Of course, it has not been easy for us to arrive on this very day. Every bit of success has been possible through challenging struggles and through hefty prices we paid. As a poet Süleyman Uluçamgil, many young people and like Lieutenant Cengiz Topel, many heroes fell martyrs, and this was only possible for us then to achieve our independence. Despite all treason or torture, we have never brought our banner of struggle to fall down on the ground, and thanks to the glorious struggle and victory of our heroes, we emerged victorious. We triumphed. And Dr. Fazıl Küçük, the leader of the independence of Northern Cyprus and the founder of the government, the first government of the island, Rauf Denktaş, I would like to pray for the mercy. I pray for the mercy of God on their souls, as well as all those who contributed to the independence of the island. And to make our prayers, calls for prayers, reach out into the skies. I would like to once again remember the martyrs who sacrificed their lives, and we will of course commemorate them and always remember them, and we will never forget about the suffering, the pain we had back in time, and we all together hopefully will build a future of peace. My dear brothers and sisters, this very area throughout the history has always protected its attraction. And it was a dream location, geography for many throughout the history. It's an ancient location, and for about 450 years, Cyprus was a part of the Ottoman Empire. But unfortunately, for about a century and a half, Cyprus has been going through a process of a period of turmoil. After the attacks by the Greeks, the 1974 Operation Peace brought actual stability to Cyprus, but the political problems are still ongoing. The legitimate rights of Turkish Cypriots should be protected. Their safety should be ensured, and a just, a fair, sustainable solution is our priority. As the Turkish side, all the way from the beginning in this direction, we have exhibited a very strong will. We have presented constructive opinions, ideas. We exerted efforts with goodwill. But the effort exerted by a single party only falls insufficient to solve the problem. And the Turkish Cypriots, for democracy and peace, and also to integrate with the whole world, said yes for Annan plan. However, the Greek side with their leaders accepted the plan at the table, but as a result of their campaigns to garner a vote of no, they gave way for instability. And in 2003, the Turkish side always, of course, was for peace, but the Greek side left the table by saying we will not share even the hospitals or the sanctuaries. In many other cities of Cyprus and from many different parts of Greece, we met the representatives. We sat at the table to negotiate, but despite all negotiations, when the time came for the referendum, everything all of a sudden changed. Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus said yes for the plan, while the Greek Cypriot side said no. These are all the realities we experienced, but despite all the steps taken, the EU has it fulfilled the promises made? No, they have not delivered on the promises made. In terms of administrative and financial issues, they have not lent the support they promised to Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. They lied back in time, and now, unfortunately, they lie again. In particular, over the past 50 years, negotiations have been taken, and as a result of all these negotiations, we know one reality very clearly. In 1963, the peace was disrupted through weapons, and in 1974, the military coup by the Greek junta destroyed the partnership completely, and it is not possible to build this partnership with the Greek side once again in our day. As the saying goes, you cannot use yesterday's sun for today. In Cyprus, we have two different peoples, two different separate democratic order, and two separate states. As President Mr. Tatar said, sovereignty should be based on equality, and talking about a two-state solution is the matter we need to negotiate about. In a sense, the people of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus also showed their will, and their will manifested during the last elections. The equal owners of the island, the Turkish Cypriots, are excluded, and the Greek Cypriots do not want to share the resources and the island itself with the Turkish Cypriots. And this is the reason that they leave the table. They run away from the table, indeed. And such games of democracy will not any longer be tolerated by the Republic of Turkey and Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. And I need to very frankly articulate one other fact. There are some who complain, the leaders complain about the leaders of the Northern Cyprus and go to the Greek Cypriot administrators to share their complaints. And they should very well know that even if they do so, they will only be deceived. And these pieces of rags, unfortunately, go to the Greek Cypriot administration and make complaints about their own administrators to the would-be, the so-called administrators of Greek Cypriot administration. And if such people continue to do what they do, they will receive the best answer, best response from my brothers and sisters here. And after 46 years, a brave decision was made by the administrators of Northern Cyprus and the president himself to reopen Varosha Marash, and I would like to congratulate him and all the administrators on behalf of my nation, and of course I would like to personally congratulate and thank to them. And Varosha Marash will now be a symbol of peace and a lack of solutions or resolutions. When it comes to the issue of Cyprus, there's only one victimized side, because there are some people who always go for such rhetorics of being victimized, but only the victimized side is the Northern Cyprus, and our purpose here is to tackle the problems existing in our day. And as a result of the activities to be undertaken, a new era for the benefit of all living in Marash will start. And altogether, hopefully, we will be accomplishing this very objective. My distinguished brothers and sisters, over the years, the energy resources in the Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean, should be a chance to seize opportunities, we reiterated. And the Mediterranean should once again be a basin of peace, stability, and cooperation, as it was during our times of the Ottoman Empire, Ottoman state. But we have never been we have never received a return, or our calls were not reciprocated, and the EU now is again yielding to the spoiled acts and words of Greece and Greek Cypriot administration. And before the finalization of the issue, the Cyprus issue, the Greek Cypriot administration access to the EU, and with Lebanon, Egypt, and Israel, they made some agreements, signed certain agreements for the delimitation of maritime jurisdictions. And they did not get enough of that. In 2007, they started a certain so-called licensing areas and started international tender bids. And they started the first drilling in 2010. And despite the warnings made by the Republic of Turkey and Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, everyone turned a blind eye, and international community ignored the calls by both of our parties. And we now repeat the same, what we said years ago. Any equation that excludes or does not include a Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus or Turkey cannot build peace and stability. We are determined to protect our rights in the Eastern Mediterranean. The developments, recent developments, also are the clearest and indicators of our resoluteness. And of course, the deals should be based on equity and fair sharing. We are supportive of such agreements. We do not have our eyes on the rights or the law of any other, but we are only trying to prevent the Greek Cypriot administration and Greece from usurping our rights. And the solution is only possible at the table of negotiation. Negotiation and diplomacy is the shortcut for our common cause and common solution. The Eastern Mediterranean Conference proposal we made is the clearest example of our will. So we hope that the EU will hold the hand we have reached out to them, and we hope that they refrain from taking steps that will make a solution even harder to find. The natural gas reserve of 405 billion cubic meters has further strengthened our ambition and our will to continue with our exploration activities, and hopefully we firmly believe that we will receive even more good news to come from our drilling and exploration activities ongoing in the Eastern Mediterranean very soon, before long. And the framework we have set for this will be put in place resolutely until a just, a fair agreement is reached in the Eastern Mediterranean. We will be engaged in studies and works and large-scale projects to further strengthen the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. And when it comes to the water supply project for Northern Cyprus, this project came operational in 2015. This helped to tackle the problem of irrigation and also potable water problems of the island. And the system failure on the pipeline was tackled and repaired when the weather conditions allowed us. And this way, a very large area will be irrigated. Agricultural lands will be irrigated easily, and this will translate into an additional income of 107 billion liras. And there are still ongoing studies for agricultural and irrigational projects. And now, once again, there is another pipeline project, underwater pipeline project for natural gas. And secondly, electricity supply, underwater electricity supply project is now being elaborated on, and the relevant studies are being undertaken. So we will never leave the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus alone. We will never leave them unsupported. From agriculture to tourism, from SMEs to social assistance or aid, with the support of the President, we will be putting a financial cooperation agreement of 2.3 billion liras in effect. And for the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, we have provided a support, a financial assistance of 109 million liras. And the emergency case hospital, which was constructed in a very short period of time, will be officially inaugurated today with the participation of the President and everyone else. The education ICT program will now be open for use, will be put in use for our students on the island. With the cooperation model we have created, we have put 18 infrastructure projects for industrial purposes into practice, and we have allocated 162 million liras for infrastructure projects. We have exerted more efforts and expanded the scope of our efforts for sustainability projects. Despite the challenges ahead of us, we will be making strides to bring the life quality of Turkish Cypriots even higher and higher. We have means and the opportunities to ensure so. As I said to Mr. Tatar, we will be designated. We will designate a special lot for the construction of presidential premises, and this way we will transfer the existing structures to the area where we will construct new premises. And as you know, such public halls and premises also have an impact on the perspectives of people towards us. And Turkish Republic, Republic of Turkey will always stand with the people of Northern Cyprus, with the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and we will work relentlessly to build a common future for both of our peoples. Now you have seen the developments that unfolded in Azerbaijan, and finally, and thanks be to God, our sisterly, dearly country, Azerbaijan, in the face of the occupation of their territories, has liberated their territories in 44 days. They liberated their territories from the occupation of Armenia, and the people of all those Azerbaijani territories have started to be repatriated back to their hometowns. And we send our greetings to our Azerbaijani brothers and sisters from our Republic of Northern Cyprus. And before long, Mr. President will also pay an official visit to Azerbaijan, and this will be a new step for us to take forward, hopefully. So we will stand together. We will be standing united, and as long as we are of one heart and we are of a single stance, there's no trouble we cannot tackle, no handicap we cannot overcome. As I conclude, I once again pray for the mercy of God on the souls of all martyrs who brought independence to the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and I extend my gratitude to all the veterans, and I hope and I pray to God so that we will be having the chance to mark this beautiful day for many more years to come. Have a happy Republic Day. Thank you.
Cumhuriyeti Cumhurbaşkanı Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'ın konuşmasını dinledik. Oldukça ilginç konu başlıkları vardı. Bunlardan belki sondan başlayarak hatırlatmak, altını çizmek gerekirse Cumhurbaşkanı Tatar'a Azerbaycan'a ziyaret çağrısı yaptı. Ve